What's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all doing well. What I wanted to talk about in this video is, first of all, I wanted to follow up on my previous video in which I gotta admit I may have jumped the gun in how I came to my conclusions in the previous video, but we're going to talk about the whole casting of a black Superman and a black director to helm that project. We're going to follow up on that along with what else may be going on at Warner Brothers. And again, this is just all speculation at this point, based on what has been reported from the Hollywood Reporter. We're going to get into those articles, and we're also going to cover the Catwoman tease that leaked onto Reddit a couple days ago, but that story kind of got, or that footage kind of got overlooked because of what happened with Superman and everything. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So just referring back to the article from the Hollywood Reporter behind Warner Brothers' search for a black Superman, because of the circumstances behind dropping this article, if you look at the date, it was actually Henry Cavill's birthday, and the announcement, it really had a lot of people feeling like they were basically showing Henry Cavill the way out. Because why announce this, or why release this article on Henry Cavill's birthday? And it just, the level of disrespect is crazy, because if you look at what Marvel's doing on their side of things, the Shang-Chi trailer came out on the Shang-Chi's actor Simeon something, I forgot his last name, but on his birthday. They dropped it on his birthday to kind of celebrate his birthday in the best way possible by dropping the trailer for his movie. And if you look on Warner Brothers' side of things, they dropped this article basically saying they're looking for a new Superman on Henry Cavill's birthday, our current Superman. So it's kind of crazy, the level of disrespect and animosity there is there, it seems like. But what I wanted to say is that what I didn't mention in that video is that while nothing is certain, the article does speculate that this Superman movie may be a 20th century period piece, and it may not be part of the DCEU. But the reason my tone and the way I spoke about it was that we have a new Superman, or we're getting a new Superman and a Superman reboot, is because of certain things they mention in the article. One line literally says, "Little will remain of the so-called Snyderverse vision, which enjoyed its last hurrah with the Snyder Cut." And, you know, for the article to mention it like that, and the context of which the article was dropped, it just makes you feel like, hey, this is Warner Brothers just showing Henry Cavill the way out without actively saying it. It's almost like passive-aggressive the way they're kind of kicking him to the curb. And that's what it feels like. And again, nothing is certain. Henry Cavill, still our Superman. Restore the Snyderverse. I'm definitely in support of that. I want to see a new Superman movie. But, of course, we haven't heard anything from WB as of late. And I got to admit as well, it is a little early. I mean, I think I mentioned this in the last video too. We do have, in October, DC Fandom Part 2 coming. Not that I think that they're going to announce anything for Man of Steel 2, but you got to think about this. Justice League, the Snyder Cut just came out like a little over a month ago, and it took us so long to fight for this Snyder Cut. And I think talks started in like 2019 with Snyder, and it came out 2021. So again, we have some time. But another thing that gives us hope for the Snyderverse to be restored is the article that dropped later on the same day as this behind the Warner Brothers search for a black Superman article from the Hollywood Reporter as well. So we're going to go to this article right here, and it says, Warner Brothers film chairman Toby Emmerich floated for a new job. Now, there's a lot of people who've talked about this already, so I'm not going to read the article. But basically, Toby Emmerich has been a thorn in Snyder's leg, or Snyder's foot, for the whole production of Justice League. And it's pretty well reported that Toby Emmerich has been kind of a roadblock in terms of restoring the Snyderverse. And you can definitely read the article. I'm not going to go into it here, but basically his contract is due, I think, in 18 months. But there's another, so David Giffen, who was another executive, was trying to help Toby Emmerich get another job at Netflix, in which Netflix basically said, "Oh, no, thank you." And that's really summing the article up really fast. And again, I apologize if I'm getting anything wrong. Just shooting this on my lunch break, but I wanted to let you guys know that there may be hope, because if Toby Emmerich is gone, then restoring the Snyderverse becomes that much more of a possibility. Of course, there's a lot of other people that need to be convinced that this has to happen, but of course, Toby Emmerich being gone, this guy has just not been for the Snyderverse. And if he's gone in 18 months or maybe even sooner, you know, there's a lot of the article goes into the fact that he was one of the reasons why Warner Brothers is getting so much backlash behind the deal to release movies the same day as theaters, along with the performance of other franchises, not just this DC, but DC definitely was a factor as well. So with him gone, there's going to be much more of a chance for the Snyderverse to be restored. And again, let's hope that happens, because I, for one, am not opposed to having a black Superman. I just feel like it needs to be done properly. Now, if you're going to have it be an Elseworld story, fine. But there is a whole vast universe out here that Snyder says is even fleshed out that you can explore. And maybe even if you wanted to move away past Zack's storyline and Zack Snyder as a creative, if you wanted to move past that, you still have all of these great characters at your disposal. You have Green Lantern, you can tell stories about Vixen. And if you were going to make a black Superman, we do have Calvin Ellis, Val Zod that you can make stories out of. So why try to change a character that fans already have and love in Henry Cavill and deserves a Man of Steel 2 proper? When, you know, why change that when you can give them something new and it doesn't feel like pandering? Because the problem with this, it feels like it's pandering, especially after the news with Ray Fisher and how he was treated on the set of Justice League, and subsequently with the investigations and everything like that. So there's no acknowledgement, no accountability, and I get it. Ray Fisher asking for accountability, that's going to be hard. Of course, the studio is going to fight that, but of course, a lot of things can be mended, as Ray Fisher has said, with just starting with an apology. So I hope that can happen. I hope we can move forward from this and get the Snyderverse restored. We might have to just be a little bit patient, but definitely keep the pressure on. So yeah, that's what I think. Let me know if I'm getting anything wrong. Definitely, I'm open to the discussion in the comments. And I'm a little bit more hopeful after sitting on these articles for a day or so. So let's move on. Quick thing I wanted to say. Someone asked James Gunn, this is the Suicide Squad now. Someone asked James Gunn, is there going to be a post-credit scene? And then he comments, eh? So hints at the fact that there's going to be multiple post-credit scenes in the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie. And that is pretty exciting, coming out near my birthday. So I'm excited for that. Definitely the second trailer, or the one that wasn't a red band trailer, was definitely a better trailer and got me a little bit more excited about this movie. Little tidbit of news right there for you, but I did want to jump into this right here. So I'm on Heroic Hollywood, and it just kind of it posted the video that I want to talk about here. So I'm going to play for you this video. I don't know if it'll have any sound just because of how I'm recording this, but let's see. So yeah, Matt Reeves being very passionate, talking about how the Rose Gallery is going to be in their early days. And Zoe Kravitz right here talking about how Catwoman is fighting for the everyday person, the person that's left behind. And it's a very short clip, but we do get a little bit more footage of the Catwoman character that she's going to be playing, and I think that's cool. This movie is the movie I'm most excited about coming from DC, especially because it hasn't been messed with. You know, Matt Reeves was essentially going to walk away from these talks if he didn't get full creative control. And thankfully he got it, because he deserves it, and as does most directors out there. Of course, the studio's going to, have their say, but, you got James Gunn who's talking about how he had essentially free reign for his Suicide Squad movie. So I'm excited for the Batman, I gotta admit. Black Adam, Shazam, Aquaman 2, I'm definitely excited about too, but the Batman seems like it's gonna be Matt Reeves' full vision intact. It's gonna make sense because it's something brand new for him. So I'm excited for this. Let me know if you got this far in the video, let me know which DC movie you're most excited for in the near future. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.